if somebody is 20, 25, and he or she does not have a vision, I think that person needs to go back to bed to go and sleep. Don't just say, oh, where I need to go now is to go to Europe. What are you going to do in Europe? Oh, people are making it in Europe, therefore I have to go there. No, that is wrong. It means you don't have a direction. You must have a vision. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Yomi Adu and I'm the CEO of Europe Travels and Tours. In this channel, I talk about two things. I talk about travels or tours, and I also talk about business. Today, I want you to be patient because there is something that you and I will know about. That is the latest trends among Africans, especially those of us in the West African region of Africa. What am I talking about? I'm talking about Africans, especially West Africans, as I said, who are moving en masse to Europe, going to America, going to Canada, and the rest. And you know, when these guys are going, you know that they always sell properties. They sell cars, they sell houses, they sell landed properties. After selling all, making a huge amount of money, $20,000, $30,000, even $40,000 after selling all these things. And after selling, what do? They leave the shores of Africa and fly over there to Europe, to America, to Canada, where the certainty of whatever they want to go and do is not so sure. I keep wondering, why are these Africans doing this? Does that mean we don't have beautiful places in Africa where we can invest our money? Does it mean we don't have what it takes? Okay, maybe we have been one-sided all along. I think it is high time for us to focus on another side. Every time Africa wants to move from Africa to Europe, to America, in the name of looking for greener pasture. Does that mean there is no greener pasture here? Have you forgotten that even Asians, Indians, Chinese, Lebanese, they keep coming to Africa in millions? And I tell you, if these people do not notice or if they do not discover something good, something juicy here in Africa, they will not come. They come to Africa, they make millions. But let me tell you, after making their millions, they don't keep them here. They take them back to their country. I have a very good example. It happened in 1971 in Uganda, when Idi Amin Dada of Uganda, was still their head of state. The white people working in Uganda at that time, after making money here in Africa, they don't bank their money here. They take them back to their countries. Let me tell you, this is 2024. They are still doing the same thing. In this video, I want to convince you. I want you to see another side where you can give Africa countries, a consideration to. Maybe you can do one or two things in Africa. So I want you to be patient with me. I'm going to be telling you the things you need to consider. You see, if Africa is good or not, the things you need to consider if African countries are good or not. I want you to watch this video from the beginning to the end, because I've done a lot of background search or research, and I want to tell you, the money you are making, $30,000 after selling all the properties, $30,000, $40,000, don't take them abroad anymore. Don't take them to Europe. There are places where you can invest them here in Africa. Okay, guys, the vision that you have, because if somebody is 20, 25 and he or she does not have a vision, I think that person needs to go back to bed to go and sleep. Don't just say, oh, where I need to go now is to go to Europe. What are you going to do in Europe? Oh, people are making it in Europe, therefore I have to go there. No, that is wrong. It means you don't have a direction. You must have a vision. Now, let me tell you, I've been saying it. Africa is equally good. But what is your vision? What vision do you have? What vision do you have? People sell properties, as I said. They sell cars. They sell houses. They will pack $40,000 for processing, as in migration processing or relocation processing to Europe, to America and the rest. If they have vision, there are African countries they can move to in case they do not like their own country. There are African countries they can migrate or relocate to. And let me tell you, within 1-2 years, they will be comfortably rocking in millions. I can assure you of that. So in this video, that is what I am going to be telling you. If you have vision, this video is for you. This video is not for somebody who doesn't have vision. No, this video is for people who have vision. They know where they are going. They just need somebody to guide them. So this video is like a guide. Okay, you have a vision and you are thinking, okay, with what Mr. Yomi is saying, I think I can sell whatever I want to sell and relocate to an African country. Good, you are my friend. So, which African country do you want to go? I don't know. And don't even tell me. Mine is to guide you. One, you must consider these few things. The first one is the educational system of the country you want to go. That African country you want to migrate to, you need to consider the educational system. Why? This is the first reason. Maybe you yourself, you still want to go for your master's or even first degree. You need to consider that. Where I am going, the new country I want to move to, will it support this so and so course, the so and so program I want to go and run? Or maybe you have children. If my children follow me, if they migrate with me to the country, will they be able to further their studies very well? So it is very, very important. You need to consider the educational system of that country. That is number one. The second system you need to consider is the healthcare system of that country. Which country are you migrating to in Africa? Consider the healthcare system. Is the healthcare system good? Don't think it's only in Europe that you can have the best or a very good and affordable healthcare system. Let me tell you, my niece left UK to Africa to come and treat herself. Why? Because she was not properly attended to in the UK and she had to move down to Africa. She came to Nigeria to get treated properly. You see? So, whatever country you want to migrate to in Africa, you want to move to in Africa, please do consider the healthcare system. That's number two. Number three is what I call the digital system. That's the internet system of the country you want to migrate to. We are living in the 21st century where the whole world is a global village. You can have the whole world on your hands. So the country you want to migrate to in Africa, make sure, check if the digital system or the internet system is very, very okay. If the internet system is okay, if it is in line with your own vision, boom, then you can go ahead and migrate to that country. I will not want to mention a particular country. That country is in the central, is in Central Africa. A very good country. Honestly, a very, very good country. But I was surprised. The digital system is still very slow. It's nothing to write home about. So if you are a content creator, you want to move from country A where you are to another country B in Africa, you need to consider, will internet support, the internet of the country where you are moving to, will it support your vision as a content creator? So that is point number 3. Point number 4 is the economic system. The economic system. Yes, we know that most of our people, they do travel abroad because of greener pasture. Oh, if I go abroad, go to UK, where I can pick up any job, and before you know it, at the end of the month, I'll make £1,000, I'll make £3,000. Wow, that's interesting. That is why most people travel anyway, because of the economic system of the country, because of greener pasture. But let me tell you, I used to have a friend. The guy, when I was teaching back home in Nigeria, many years ago, he was living in Maryland in the US that time. Then from Maryland, he came back to Nigeria when things were not so good for him. And he told me, very, very good friend of mine, he told me, he said, look, he would stand to wash plates for several hours. So those of you that want to go to America, can you stand at your age for 8 hours, for 10 hours, washing plates? Can you do that? If you can't do that, or if you feel, oh, that will be too difficult for you, why not consider some African countries where you can put 1 and 2 together and you make your money? So that is why I said the economic system of that country where you are going to, please do consider it. Very, very important. And another one is the population of the country where you are moving to. Very, very important. Before you step to another African country, please try to find out the population figure of that country. You are going to Namibia, if that's your choice. Namibia, as of 2024, has a population of 2.6 million. They are not even up to 3 million. So maybe, I don't know the kind of business you want to do. If Namibia is a place that you love, Namibia is the country we call the Dubai of Africa. In terms of infrastructure, they have good ones. You see, it's not only in South Africa they have a good infrastructure. They have good infrastructure in Kenya. If you are the type that wants to run a business and you don't like crowd, then don't go to Kenya. You can go to a place like Namibia. Namibia, they have less than 3 million. Botswana has 2.7 million. That's still less than 3 million. Excuse me. Kenya has over 50 million. I think 54 or 55 million people. So if you don't like crowd, you can go to a smaller country. Sierra Leone has less than 10 million. So if you don't like crowd, you can come over here. But as I said, don't just say, oh, Mr. Yomi is saying I should come to Sierra Leone or I should go to Namibia. Check the systems that Mr. Yomi has been talking about. The education system of that country, the healthcare system of that country, the digital system of that country, the population of that country, the economic system of that country. So also, I want you to check the taxation system. If you are going into business, of course, what are you going to do in another man's country? It's not to go and make money. Whether you are working for somebody or people are working for you, you still need to check the taxation system. The tax that you are paying to the government. In some countries, you pay 0% tax. Yes, because they want investors to come. A place like Rwanda wants investors to invade their country. So taxation is 0. You need to check the taxation system. Let me see. You also need to check the language. Excuse me. The language of the country where you are going. So that if you are going to have a barrier, as in language barrier, you will know from the beginning. Okay, maybe If you are a Christian and you are thinking of going to the northern part of Africa, where you have Arabs, Muslims, I don't know how you are going to survive, because one, you have to be able to speak Arabic or French at least, because in most of these these North African countries, they do speak French. Like Tunisia, they speak French. Like Algeria, they speak French. So if you can speak French, fine. If you can't speak French and you don't understand Arabic, what are you going to do in North Africa? Do you understand what I'm saying? So maybe what you speak is English, you are a Christian, and you don't want to stay in your own region, maybe West African region. Go towards the eastern part of Africa. Have you heard of Lesotho in Africa? Lesotho is in the southern part of Africa. That is one country where snow falls in Africa. So you have to Google check all this. Check all these, facts about Africa. I tell you, I'm not saying, oh, everybody go to Lesotho because snow falls there. That's not what I'm saying. Before you choose any country, make sure it's going to be in line with your vision. And you are not going to another man's country to go and enjoy snowfall. No. You are going there to go and make money. And you need to check the people. Are they hostile people? I don't want to mention countries. So you need to check yourself. If country A is going to be hostile, don't go there. Check the internet. Check Google. Check all the search engines. Check things about that country. How do they react to foreigners? How do they behave when it comes to affairs with foreigners? How do they behave? So you need to check all this. If they are hostile, my brother, my sister, don't go there. Go to other countries. We have 54 countries here in Africa, and all the 54 countries can be hostile. It's not possible. No, that is not possible. So we have a lot of countries in Africa that the people are very good. So I think I've talked about 7 or 8 systems that you need to check if you are going to any African country. And I tell you, it's worth it. You can sit down, check all the systems that I've given you, the healthcare system, the population, the people system. Yes, because the people of a particular place, they are also a system. So check the people system, check the education system, the economic system, the taxation system, check even the stability of the government, check all these things. When you are done with your research, then you are free to move. After selling those properties, you have $20,000. Please, don't take $20,000 to Europe. Why not use them here in Africa? Let's develop Africa. So guys, till I come your way again, I'll remain ever sincerely yours, your Miadu. Keep watching Rob Travels and Tours YouTube channel.